Welcome to my channel, Jackie with a Q. Jack Squad, YouTube family, what's going on? How everybody doing today? What is today? Thursday? How everybody doing today, y'all? Listen, it's all going down. It's all going down. It's all going down, right? So I get home from work today, and there's a young lady named Tiffany Red who is friends with Cassie, Diddy's ex, right? Tiffany Red is now I had to write this down. She's a Grammy award-winning singer, songwriter. She's wrote for Zendaya, Joe Jonas, Tamar Braxton, amongst others. And she worked on Cassie's second album that never got released. So during this time, she was writing with Cassie. Cassie, she saw some things with Cassie and Diddy that horrified her. Okay, let me start from the beginning because I got a lot of notes. Because I always said somebody saw something, some female. You know, guys ain't gonna say nothing too much. I knew somebody saw this. If it was nothing but her crying in a corner or looking sad, somebody saw something, and I knew that, right? Because you just don't have all that abuse happen to you, and your good girlfriends don't see. Your good girlfriends. That's why I was waiting on Kimora to speak because of Kim Porter, right? And speaking of that, Kim Porter, since her fire, has moved to an undisclosed location, and it seems like they're fearing for her life, and she don't want her kids to reveal where they are. We'll see about that tomorrow. Right now, we talking about, her name is Tiffany Red, right? And she wrote an open letter. I saw it on, now let me see what I saw it on. The rock and roll thing. What is it called? Rolling Stone. I say rock and roll. Rolling Stone, right? She wrote an open letter to Sean Combs, right? Sean Puffy P. Diddy Combs, okay? And in this letter, she said, and it was very articulate, right? Now, immediately when I saw this, I said, okay, she's going to get a lawsuit as well because this is coming out of LA and they have extended their Survivors Act. They have the same Survivors Act as New York. It's so much, y'all. It's so much, because I was like, oh my God, right? So she's afraid. She wrote the open letter and she is breaking her silence and standing with Cassie. That is her friend. And she goes on to describe this episode. What year was this? 2015. They have been friends since 2015. And they was giving Cassie a surprise birthday party, right? And she describes this event that happened the day of her birthday, I think in 2015. And she says she's had panic attacks and she's traumatized by this, right? So, and I remember the first time I saw somebody get abused by a man, I was a kid, and it traumatized me as well, so I get that, right? That's a traumatizing thing, especially when you feel the fear. I've been around my friends, and their guy have come up, and you see a ruckus, and it's you don't think that they're going to hit them, but you're not quite sure. Like, I've never seen them hit them, but, it's the way they come on to them. It's a fearful thing, and you're a woman, right? So I get it, right? So the Survivors Act in L.A. doesn't expire until 2026, by the way. So she said she first met Diddy in L.A., and she explained in detail when she met Diddy at this Cassie's surprise party, right? And mind you, she had been writing with Cassie, and Cassie's songs evidently were sad songs, and it was describing her life, okay? The sadness and the abuse that she was dealing with while she was with Diddy, right? She said that she give instances of they got a black car service, the cameras were rolling, it was a surprise birthday party. Now she said all this, and I'm saying she said all of this about who was there, where they were, the year, the time, the cameras rolling, because this is evidence. This is evidence. And I'm saying she's letting Diddy know, I got receipts on you. I have receipts on you. Okay? And I'm sure, since Cassie and her are good friends, that they sat down and discussed all of this and how it was going to go step by step with the lawyer. Okay? So she was explaining Cassie's pain while she was with Diddy. She said Diddy and the security guard was creepy. So at this surprise party, her and the girls was getting ready to go somewhere else. You know, getting ready to go hang out with my girls after the party, going somewhere else, right? Diddy didn't want her to go. So he blew down on her. Her and him and the security guard. It's one thing for your man to confront you about something, but for his boy, that's a whole nother something, right? And she said they were creepy. And she said that it was very intimidating. They were very intimidating. And she said when Puffy met her and said something to her, he was like, oh, so you're the one that's writing the songs, right? He didn't like that. And you know that Diddy likes to be in control of his artist. And Cassie was his artist / girlfriend, which I think was a horrible combination, right? He did not like her talking to Cassie. And so she, you know, they were getting ready to go. And he was trying to force Cassie to leave with him, and she did not want to. And she expressed to her friends, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And in essence, it was really a cry for help. You know, it was a cry for help, right? And they cornered her and forced her to leave with Diddy. The security guard, security dude, whatever he was, and Diddy. And she said the way that Diddy was talking to her gave her anxiety. She was terrified. It was a bad experience, right? For her. And he wasn't even talking to her. But because her friend was in such turmoil, it was a bad experience, right? Now, Diddy made her leave with him. And he called Tiffany the emotional singing bee, right? And that Cassie was going with him to get some birthday D. Right? Cassie didn't want to go. And Cassie told her later that he made her this episode, he made her have one of his freak offs. I can't imagine that somebody that you thought you loved, now he turns you into nothing. He turns you into some entertainment, sexual entertainment for him. I can't even imagine going through that, right? I don't know how she stood that. I guess out of fear. And she also said that Cassie would be so high that her and Diddy would get IVs the next day. Now, she states she has been tormented by the memories of Diddy offending Cassie. She's been tormented by that, right? Now, I'm saying she's probably going to sue Diddy, right? She said her music career suffered and songs were not released. You know, Diddy does that. Once he captured you, if he don't want you to make no money, you won't make no money. And I think all of that, matter of fact, I know all of that is just about power. Why he needs to feel so powerful over people, I don't know what that is. You need to talk to a therapist about that, right? Because I never understood why once you get clicked in with Diddy, with the exception of, I guess, Mary and Lil' Kim, maybe Faith, he don't let you go, but you don't make no money. He don't make no money. You know, it's just, you just at a standstill. You're in limbo. Might as well go work at Amazon. Anyway, she states she has produced paranoia and anxiety due to his abuse of power. These are her words. Paranoia and anxiety. All of this, to me, is a setup for your lawsuit, for her lawsuit. And I ain't mad at her. You know, because I've had friends that have been abused, and it does hurt. It hurts you. I never forget one time one of my friends her guy was cheating. And he didn't hit her or nothing, but he was cheating. And I cried when I saw that. When I found it, I saw it with my own eyes. It affected me. So I get where she's coming from. For all those who be like, oh, he didn't do that to her and all that. I understand totally. As a woman, I understand. She said the cycle of abuse from record executives must stop, and that abuse of power makes it terrifying to speak up. These girls, listen here, these girls is playing chess, not checkers. They sat and thought and conversed with someone, the attorneys, legal folk, and now they have come up with a plan, and it's going step by step. It's going step by step. I just saw somewhere, I don't know how true it is, so I'm not going to really speak on it, but it sounds like that a class action suit may be next from all of the people who have been affected by Diddy in the LA area. Because LA, like I said, their Survivors Act doesn't end until 2026. You know, I had never heard of the Survivors Act until now. And I know that those artists, see, what I'm waiting on is to hear from, Aubrey O'Day had put some sort of cryptic message on IG. See, you know, a lot of people are being cryptic. I want them to come out and say what it is, how you feel. In order for this behavior to stop from the next Puffy, we have to tell. You have to tell. I know it can be terrifying, but if it was me, and it happened to me, and everybody was getting on the bandwagon, I'd have to get on that too and tell my story, so we could all be under that umbrella of protection, if it is one, right? And even if it's not to be protected, to punish him for what he has done, right? Because I always thought he did making the band wrong. I remember two of them guys didn't get any money, and one guy was trying to pay his mama rent, the other dude was trying to get some money for his baby mama. I'll never forget that, right? The ones I think is making the band, the ones he made walk real far to get on a piece of cheesecake. We should have knew he had a problem then. You know, we all thought it was funny, haha, he just put them through a test. No, he was exerting power over people. Has been for a very long time. I'm waiting on Mary. Come on, tell us, Mary. Lil' Kim, come on, tell us, y'all. Tell us what's going on, what y'all didn't see, because you can't tell me y'all didn't see nothing. Y'all saw something. We finding out that some of the people was involved in stuff, right? Stuff. You got to be careful with YouTube. Some male counterparts were involved. Some top executives were involved in doing things. So that lets me know that the temperature at Bad Boy and whatever the other one was called was as such as we don't have no respect for women. That was the temperature there. That's what I'm saying. What was the other one? Bad Boy. What was the other records? Uptown? I don't know what it was called. But that was the temperature there. You know, you can have your way with a woman around these people, right? Which is sickening. It's just so sickening, y'all. Because, like, I know it's not about the sex. It's about the power. But what makes you powerful of somebody that's powerless? That's punkish. To me, that's punkish. Anyway, and I also saw that Diddy is threatening Cassie's lawyer for representing the other girl that came forward yesterday, right? I also saw, don't know how true this is, that Russell Simmons may be helping Diddy apply pressure to Kimora. Like, all of this stuff, y'all, all of this stuff is way, this way worse than the R. Kelly. Way worse. I know there's a blogger that is formulating a list of people who have become unalive or went through something traumatic in Diddy's circumference, right? People are digging around looking for stuff. All I'm doing is telling my opinion, but people are digging around looking for stuff, Diddy. They are. He was on everybody's shit list, looked like. I don't see how you can come out on the other side of this. Not in a good way. I don't see. So anyway, y'all, we're going to keep watching. Like I said, every day. We're going to just keep watching. Keep being shocked. You know, and see what happens. Don't Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm using a new camera today, so if it look different, don't worry about it. I'm just trying to see some things, right? But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you all. Continue to watch and join me on my lives, okay? Join me on my lives. I appreciate y'all.